Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today we're outside. The sun is shining over there. It's quite bright. And I'm gonna be messing a little bit with my house solar system here. And well, I have a cutting edge thing here. I have a board here, that long thing that I need to cut. You will see why later. But yeah, we need to cut that so that it's shorter, 56 centimeters max. A little bit shorter, like 55.9 or something like that would be marvelous. So yeah, I have some new technology that I want to show you. It's a joke, but it's funny. We're gonna need to mark that piece of thing before we use it. So I found that I have this. These are thermoblender. Builders, I don't know what a blue end is called in English actually. Pencils, yeah. So, and they have a sharpener with them. I thought that would be fun to see if I can get that up and running. You can see it's made so that the not round pencil can go in there. So let's get this out of the package and see if it's any good. We can. These were purchased at this Miraco, which is an importer of all sort of cheap tools, and they are located in the city where my mom lives. So every year they have like a thing where you can go and get some. Oh, this is gonna work very well. I'm gonna get something to put all the cuttings in so that I don't have this red thing all over my. It's not as if it isn't dirty already, but you know. A little flower pot thing that I can just throw out afterwards. So, oh, this is brilliant. Cool. Except they decided not to put that in the middle, so we need to do it a bit more. Still not there. Yeah, this is well, they do make cheap tools. And then it broke the tip, and now we need to go all the way in there. I'm gonna be out of pencil before this is good. Okay, I might actually be able to. Yeah, this is awful. Here it's in the middle. Here it's along the edge of this. Well, let's see if we can make this work. Okay, I was able to make one line on the piece of thing, but then I had to go and get a Stanley knife to sharpen this. It just kept breaking the tip of it. Yeah, it's a good idea, it's not a great system. So, somebody needs to go and get a battery for that, Ryobi. I think it's your time to run. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this clear. Okay, sorry about the high-pitched sound. We are in the basement where the inverter is located that is making power out of solar, and at the moment I'm actually getting enough solar so that I can run off of this. And here we have the watt cycle batteries that are powering everything. Further down we have the oh, you can't even see those, oh, redodo batteries. And we also have some time USB batteries. Sorry, my shadow is in the way. Okay. So what were we cutting? Well, here I have a wooden board that I've mounted everything on, but on top of the wooden board I have this fiber thing, which is the thing that we cut, and this is fireproof. This doesn't burn at all. Yeah, I want to extend this a little bit there. So I made another piece for it so that I can mount something beneath it. So yeah, that's the piece we cut. Why didn't I make it bigger? Because I didn't want to ruin a whole thing. I had a piece of leftover, so that was what we used. I do actually think that this piece that I'm now mounting on the bottom here came off the side of it, but yeah, never mind. I'm gonna put that in. Okay, sorry about the high-pitched noise again. So my evil plan here is that well, I want this switch in here so that I can detach the current going to the inverter from the batteries. And this is a okay beefy switch. It's not expensive, but I don't know if it's high enough quality really, but yeah, I want this mounted where this red bus bar is located, and I purchased a cable for that, while this cable would also be an upgrade to the cable that I already have in there. The cable that I have in there is like 35 millimeters, I think. I forget, but this should be 70 millimeters. But I purchased this, came from Germany, and it's very nicely crimped. But these holes are only 8 millimeters, and up here they're 10 millimeters. So I need to drill these out to be bigger. Plus, it's too long. I want the cable. Well, I've been trying to bend it a little bit. I want the cable to go like this, same distance ish, and then go in here and then connect to this switch located somewhere around there. And therefore I want the bus bars to move down here, and if I can, I would like them to be equally spaced down here, so the red one over here and the black one over here. That also, I think all the cables are long enough. I don't think I'm gonna run into issues there, but yeah, there's another issue there that I could run into. So to do that, 70 millimeters, and I would need to crimp something on there. So I have gotten a new tool for that, but first I need to be pretty sure where I can put it. So I need to sit here and think this through and do some measurements of how long. Actually, it just has to be as long as the other one. That would kind of work. I remember, I think that was 30 centimeters or something like that. I have kind of found out where I'm gonna cut this cable. I also went and watched the video that I did where I put in the cable that is in there right now. It doesn't have to be much longer than that one, so that one was 35 centimeters, so this is about 36 centimeters, and then it'll add a little bit here, so it's gonna add a couple of centimeters to it. I purchased these things that goes on the end, and these are actually the right size. They're for this 70 millimeter. It actually says it on the cable right here, 70 millimeter square. I don't know if it focus. It's very hard to read even without a camera recording it. So yeah, so we're gonna cut the cable here. But my issue was that I did not have a clamping tool that will do that. This one, which I purchased, will do 50 millimeters, but it doesn't do 70 millimeters. So I had to go and invest. Very hurtful. So this one, new tool, is to clamp 70 millimeter cables, and it's the biggest thing that it can clamp. And it's well, we're gonna see it. We're gonna try it. I've never tried this before, so yeah, you're learning with me. So we're gonna put this over here, remove some stuff, and I also measured twice and stuff like that. If I screw it up, I can purchase a new one of these. I forget what it cost, but they weren't cheap. So yeah, I think there's nothing else to do than to cut the cable. I have a cable cutter here, which is also a bit undersized for this. Thank you, Marcus, for sending me this years back. So now we have our very beefy 70 millimeter cable here that we're gonna be using. And this one is also gonna be used, but yeah, we need to figure out if it's a 70 millimeter thing that we put on. I do also have sometimes they will go into a smaller one, so I do have 50 millimeters. So we're gonna remove some of the insulation here and then see what the cable goes into. So yeah, we're gonna take our little knife and we're gonna measure out how far it needs to go. About that much. I should get a non-rusted blade. I'll remove this later. There we are. Very thick cable, and I need to mount this at the same angle as this one so that it goes the same way. So how big is this? Do I need the 70 millimeter, or does it? It goes into the 70 millimeter, no issues whatsoever. 50 millimeter. Damn, it's close. Okay, it did not go into the 50 millimeter one. I could probably drill that out or just remove a few little strings, but yeah, we didn't buy this for us to use it. So I have to thank my patrons for this in more than one regard, because I do chat with my patrons every Sunday night, Danish time, and especially Mønsted. Hi Mønsted. He is also building a battery system. I'll just turn the lights back on here. And that has been a great help, because he has also made some, well, these are small cables compared to his cables, but still, yeah, it's been awesome. So these are 70 millimeters, and that is apparently 2/0 AWG. I have no idea what that is, but 70 millimeters, I know what it means. So we're gonna put those in the device here, and oh, it goes in that way. So you can change the settings of it just by putting in these things in there. And then it's hydraulic. and you clamp it by doing that, and you can see now they're closely together, and you can clamp it, and then there is this button here that you release, and then it opens up again. So yeah, we need to do that. So now it would have been nice if I had something to mount this in, but I guess we can, I think we can do it just like this. Just put that in there, and then I'll clamp it until it holds the cable a little bit. There we have the cable, and it's I can feel it's getting tight, so I wanna make sure the cable goes in there as far as possible. And then I'll clamp it as much as I can and open it up. And it has been clamped. You can see the marks for it. So we're gonna clamp it again. We're gonna turn it around. There. Make sure to clamp it all the way. Open. So we have already clamped it, and it's not on there yet, so I'll keep clamping. Okay, I have the little connection here, which is gonna be needed to go from the connector and to the bus bar. And yeah, I found that even when I clamp them, they don't really clamp enough. This one is way better clamped than that clamper is able to do. So I think I'll cheat a little bit. I have some copper wire, so I'm gonna put some copper wire. You can see there is like this hole here where all the wires are exposed inside. So I'm gonna put some copper wire inside to take up some of the space, and then I'll just cut that off. Oops. And I can do it again. And I'll clamp that down. I also have another idea. These teeth here, I might be able to remove a little bit on them so that they clamp further together. I'm gonna clamp this first and see if this is enough. So it doesn't clamp as much. Oh, this is actually pretty good, I must admit. But this is clamped way more. So I have the Ryobi angle grinder here. Then we're gonna take one of these teeth and I'm gonna angle grind it a little bit. Angle grinders are not that dangerous when they have a diamond bit on them, because it doesn't cut skin very well. That's one of them. Let's try the other one. I'm just taking a little bit off. Let's see what happened. If that is enough to make a little bit of a better clamp. Yes, most definitely this is not going to go anywhere. Okay, we have moved outside again because I have a vise out here, and this 8mm hole we're gonna extend that. these eyes are made by having a round tube that you then flatten and drill a hole in, and if you tighten it here, it might split. So we're gonna tighten it up here. That was 9 millimeters, and then we have a 10 millimeter drill bit here. I think we are out of power. Yeah, batteries as is. More power now. The small one, a 9 millimeter. Go straight through. It's because my 10 millimeter drill bit here is blunt. I do wonder. Oh, they're too small. Well, let's just do that again. That's fine. We'll fix it. Okay, I just drilled through it faster so that it didn't get time to heat up. Okay, I have turned the inverter off. It doesn't look like it for sure, but it's connected to grid power, but it shouldn't be doing anything because I have disconnected all the batteries, and I have also shut off the solar power on the side of it, and I've turned off the inverter here, so it should be off right now. And I'm gonna be connecting the positive lead. Yeah, and we're gonna be removing this, and I have this awesome gift from Tobias, and Tobias has sent me a fan mail. He sent this tool in a box from a fan, so thank you very much, Tobias. Fan mail, 120 millimeter fan, but this is a tool so that I can mess with these connections up here. And it's all plastic. Tobias has 3D printed this so that I can use this and not get in contact with the metal. So that I can tighten these connections without using metal and being in the danger of short-circuiting anything. So thank you again, Tobias. We did see this in another video, but yeah, I'm now going to be using it. I'm not sure I'm going to be using it that much, a little bit. I'm going to remove this box by taking it off and let it hang here, and then we're going to figure out where that switch is going to sit. I have put this together, and would you believe it, Tobias? It's not a 15 millimeter or a 13 millimeter. They are too small. On this one they have decided that 17 millimeters is the right thing, but I don't need to touch this, so never mind, it's fine. I do have a back plate for it. Does that go on? That goes on as well. It also have cover plates for these sides, but cable takes up most of the space, so it's very difficult to get anything in there. So I think this is gonna be okay. We're gonna go with it. So I will now disconnect the positive lead up here. I'll take the positive bus bar off the wall first. It wasn't on here very long. It has been working great though. And we're gonna mount it again. There. How did I manage to get one of the wires one way around and the other? Okay, so we are gonna try this. Did it go? Yes. was afraid that the plastic broke, but it was fine. It did the job. Put this cable around here. The other one off as well. Plastic tools. There. Disconnect the positive wire up here as well. I really need a bigger flathead screwdriver. This could be twice the size before it would be a problem. So we're gonna disconnect this thing and take this off. And then this connection comes off. We put that on. That has worked okay. So now we're gonna put the new more beefy connector on. This was 35mm cable, so now we're putting on 70mm. And I messed up a little bit. It would have. This one is mounted from on the back side, so I should have, the one that I've mounted should have been turned 180 degrees. I think with my inverter it might just be able to do it because it can go in there. Let's just try and pop that through. Okay, need both hands. It's a tight fit. I am way too honest here. I fucked up. Yeah. Somehow this new cable that I just made is not long enough, because I was hoping that it would fit on the back wall. So I have connected it up here, and it goes in through this thing, and it's never gonna touch the back wall there. So I made it too short. So I need a longer cable. I probably need the whole length just to go from there to there, and that's about 50-ish centimeters to do that length. So that sucks. That's not optimal. I'll need to have to order a new cable for that, because yeah, floating there in mid-air is not optimal. I guess it can do for now, but yeah, I messed up. I need to go order some more stuff for this, but we can put this on there and get this up and running again. And I do also have the black cable that I could mount, and I could put the black bus bar, see where I can have that sitting. But yeah, I messed up. I need this to be like 5 centimeters longer or something. Oh dear. Okay, I did a little bit, so now we can turn everything back on. I believe, yeah, this should be good to go. So you turn on the batteries first, so we can do this switch there. Now that's on. This one is on. This one is on, and this one is on. Let's turn the inverter on. Takes a bit to start up. Yeah, I don't know. It will come on. I'll turn the solar panels on. There. And we're back. I'm running out of battery power, I see, so yeah, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. And thank you very much to Tobias for the very nice tool that I now dropped. It has worked very well. Thank you.